Welcome everyone. Oh, I haven't got my light on. I wasn't prepared for the stream. Hold on. Light. We have light. Let there be light. Cool. Welcome everyone. How are we doing? Who's in here? We've got both P's. We've got Cons, Pedro, forget about it. Whatever. Alessio, a lot more crypto. Elysius and Elirium. Elliot, Pedro again. Powell, Mido, AK, Mark, and Chris. Just before I start, Pedro, come on, man. Look, you called Litecoin yesterday, and I laughed at you, right? You do realize that since yesterday, Litecoin is down 5% against Bitcoin. This is why I laughed. Maybe. No, I laughed because Litecoin is just pointless. Come on, really? Really? Look how much Bitcoin's up and look how much Litecoin's up. You can't like, that's not a flex. Sorry, it's not a flex. That's yeah, that's not good. But anyway, cool. Welcome everyone. Yeah, I just thought I'd do a little bit of an impromptu stream today, just based off of where we are with Bitcoin. If you remember, I mean, I've just taken off a load of stuff from my chart because this is what we were talking about, right? How, like, there's nothing here. There's not really anything to have any confidence in taking any short position on throughout all of that, which is why I think it's very likely at this stage that we are going to go to 29,500 or 30K. The only point that I had within this was 28K, 28,800, sorry. And that's where we had the confluence of the anchored VWAP from the high, because the anchored VWAP from this low gave us some support. And it was also a few NPOCs that we had around there. Plus, it was just above the value area high of this range. So it's just as we're going into basically a whole void of volume where there really isn't anything that's likely to hold price back here. So that for me was the area of confluence. Okay, you can see it again on here, where we had the NPOC from April the 20th. We had, again, this was where we had the confluence, but other than that, there's not really anything more to trade from this. So what I did this morning is I took a hedged position on Bitcoin. Sorry. Took a hedged position on Bitcoin to prevent me from taking profit basically on the long. So that was the only thing that I've done. I've basically, gone into a short. I'm still actually, it's only like 20% of the size of the long that I'm in already. And I'll probably add to that again if we go up to 29,500. It was just, that was the plan that I had for the swing trade, because basically the mistake that I made last time from the move up from 20K was I took profit too quickly, and I just didn't want another situation where I was doing that basically. So yeah, I've taken a hedge, I took profit on it, and now that's slightly under where price is now. It's just took profit and then averaged in. So I've got a hedge position that's just around about that 28,950. If we continue going higher, I'll probably just close it out. It's better than taking profits on it, because at least you can then still manage it. Once you've taken profit, you can't like get that back. But with a hedge position, you can kind of manage it, and you can still keep that long riding nice and strong, because I would like to hold that one as a swing trade. So that's a little explanation for what's going on. Where's Poppy gone? The dog's here today, and I hear her crying. Where is she? Hold on a second. I'm going to go find the dog. Here's Poppy. He was just at the bottom of the stairs like a little weirdo. Cool. So, yeah, I don't really know what else to go over with Bitcoin. There's levels, isn't there? There's another MPOC up here at 29,200, and then we have going on to this. We got a big gap in here, right? So I think realistically, seems like the best area to be looking for something off of this. If we're going to do the fibs, let's just put some fibs on here. Lines up, okay, golden pocket. We know that that's worked really well recently. So that's why my next alert is up there. Poppy, are you going to go sit down and be good now? Hello. Ask Poppy anything. What would you like to ask Poppy on the Bitcoin chart today? He just winked at you. Go on the bed. There we go. Single print and 4-hour AB above it could be the place. Yep. If you look on the hourly, is this where it is? Yeah, this is like you got that that cute little 1-hour AB that's up there. There's I don't know. Let's rewind a second, and we can. I don't know. What can we do? Poppy is your lucky charm. Called it. She is. She is the lucky charm. Okay, so yeah, Bitcoin has had a pump. We were looking yesterday at 28,800 as a good area to be looking at as a take profit for this. But what we were saying yesterday as well is there isn't really anything clear with this whole move down that was going to give us any confidence in order to take a short position. So I thought that if we were going to move up out of this, I was actually thinking that we might spend a bit more time down the bottom of the range. But we had to move up overnight, which is really good. What's this position here? We had the move up overnight. And yeah, at this stage, I think it is likely that we do end up retracing the whole thing. If we are to get any kind of rejection locally, I mean, there has been the only real opportunity there was like that little SFP earlier on, right? I don't know what this line here is, why I've got two anchored VWAPs that are at different prices now. But that was like a pretty decent opportunity, but still not really anything to suggest that this is a really like major high at this stage. We just have had a decent move up. We did this earlier on where we had a bit of a pullback from, I mean, people just keep shorting all these highs and they're just going to get into a really bad position. This is what happened last week with people trying to long the dip the whole way down, is that every single time people try to long this and they're not taking profit and they're longing it and they're longing it and they're longing it and they're longing it, and eventually it goes down to a point where there's no way to get out of this. Like that, at that point, it's over. It's over. No one who had been longing through this move, well, very few people who have been long through this move would have been able to sustain that drop that we had at the end of Friday. And I think it's a very similar situation to what we're seeing now with this move up. So we have people trying to short, 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 and they're still doing it. And at this point, where's their average entry? It's going to be down here somewhere pathetic. And they're just not going to be able to get out of this trade. Now Luna's crying. Why, dogs, can't you just chill? What is it? It's because I've just had lunch and there's food. Well, there's a bowl here with cheesy sauce because I had some pasta. Luna. Luna's come to say hello now. Oh, you're heavier than Poppy. Luna's saying hello. Whoa. Luna, look. Yes. Where's Price going, Luna? Hey. There are two dogs. What's going on in the chat? I noticed yesterday that this rally started after the market closed at 9 p.m. SPX was in free fall all day. BTC claimed the weekly open and went on a tear. Do you think SPX will keep falling today? I don't know. To be honest, I haven't actually had a look at it. Bitcoin's been doing everything, hasn't it, really? I know that it was dumping, like the S&P was dumping all day yesterday, but Bitcoin was holding. And I wasn't really that bothered what it was doing because it doesn't really seem like there's that correlation at the moment. And generally, I only really tend to trade the S&P if there is some correlation with Bitcoin because I trade it because often it's a little bit more reliable than Bitcoin when that correlation is there. But yeah, I don't actually know what the S&P is doing today. I haven't had a look at it. I haven't looked at it at all. I haven't looked at the DXY either. That's the nice thing about crypto when it's in a bit of a bull market and prices going up, because no one really cares about what the S&P is doing, and we can just trade crypto as crypto, which is a good thing. But it is funny that you mentioned that, because yes, it went on that massive run yesterday evening just after New York had closed. And what did Bitcoin do on Friday? Was it had a massive dump just after New York had closed. So it's almost like this free time in between the New York sessions is what, yeah, it's just enabling Bitcoin and the rest of crypto to just be its own thing and not have the pressure of legacy markets holding it back. So I actually took a short here yesterday on Bitcoin just before the big pump. Very lucky. I placed a stop loss on this. Very lucky, because we had come up here. Where was it? It was here. Let's just bring up the Discord. So yeah, it was this little trade. See that one? Yeah. So it was a really similar structure to what we'd had earlier on. This was just the previous day. So we had very similar structure on the charts. I'll try and bring this back up and then show it to you, if I even remember at all where we are at the moment. The context is really difficult now because we've moved so much. Yeah, so it was this one, right? Whoops. So price had come up, had the SFP of the highs over here, after doing like a rounded bottom thing that was at the golden pocket, right? So you found that support. And then what it did was very similar back here. Okay, you find support, golden pocket. You had an SFPF of the highs. And for myself, I was in a long from the 618 down there. But what I really wanted to see was just price drop, hold, and then get that move out. That was like the plan that I had last night. But it was quite late in the evening at that stage. I think, what time was this? This was, yeah, it was around about when I was just eating. So I know it says 6:30 there, but 7:30 UK time. So it was in the evening. It was the time that I was just signing off from the charts. And it got to that first take profit, which is, whoopsie. Where is it? Here. So as we had that, so taking the shorts here, right? Then came down, took the lows, and then just ripped straight afterwards. So it just went nuts straight away. Oh my god, Bitcoin's still moving. We're about to take out these highs then. Cool. Let's just go and watch this. So we know where we want to see this go. The alerts there. At this stage, we probably hit another MPOC. Yeah. So there's another one gone. People probably trying to short this one as well. You got trap volume at the highs, but come on, you to try and short. Previous week point of control perfectly hit. Interesting, but again, is it going to give you any more than a scalp? It's it's really difficult. Just not a good idea to try and step in front of this when it's just going crazy like it is now. But yeah, previous week POC. So if we go back to what was the previous week POC, is that going to be the same over here? Monday to Sunday. Not showing as previous week POC on this. Oh, is that 2 weeks? I've done 2 weeks of price action, that's why. Dope. Monday. There it is. Previous week point of control. Still going higher. So it's the thing. It may give you a scalp, but it still goes higher. That's looking good. That's looking like a good bit of excess at the highs. How's open interest looking? That would have given a big drop off. Nice. Nice. Okay. We are getting to the point that I would like to take some profits. Come on. Take these highs, and then we can go into New York session and actually trade it like a proper session, because we'll have some real good stuff. I gotta take profit here. I'm gonna have to take some profit here. This is why I didn't want to. I just got to get this ready. Take off 25%. Come on. Hit my alerts. Where are we at on spot? Wow. It must. Who saw this? Good old counter trade indicator here for you all. I've seen another tweet from this guy recently. Actually, if anyone remember, I think this was a few days ago. This was on live stream, completely unrelated again to what's going on right now. But a few days ago, I think I said like the exact words that once this bounces, like dickheads like Crypto Rover are going to say that we're going to have a head and shoulders pattern here, and that's what everyone's going to start looking for. And he's literally just tweeted that within like the last half hour or something. So now we have idiots like that calling for this inverse head and shoulders thing, which means I think we're probably going to be going up to take the liquidity all the way up here from this move, which is why only this is to take profit for me, because I really want to see everyone that was shorting this just absolutely wrecked and dead, and not dead. That's mean, but I just want to see prices go higher because I am a bull. And I have been bullish on this whole move, which is very nice to see. Render is ripping like crazy. Yeah, I got stopped out of that short, but I had taken 50% profit on that one already, which is okay. So this was, again, like the only reason I shorted that was so I could buy some more spot. So I made like $1,000 or whatever. I got that trade out of it. I didn't get to my next take profit levels. And there was a potential trade, a potential short, but very similar to Bitcoin. You would have come down, hit take profit one, and then it just rips from there. So stop loss in place is important. We don't need these anymore because that was where we were looking for a bit of a back test. So yeah. Blur. Like this is really, really nice. So what have we been saying about Blur the whole week? Like really good consolidation, got into the long position, looking up towards like 78 cents. Aptos, another one, looks really good. Ape, that was another trade I think we were looking at. Arbitrum managed to get into this one. It's got a beyond target. So I probably should take some profit on this. Oh, wow. That position size is clearly a lot smaller than I thought it was on ARB. I must have not got filled very much. It's kind of sad how much profit I made from that one. I got a good trade, but I haven't made much profit on it. I think I like accidentally went a tenth of the size that I should have done. Hey. Oh well. My Aptos trade's doing well. My Blur trade is doing well. I've got a core trade as well. Core. What's core? Did we do this one? Core USDT. Can't remember this one. I think this might have been a few days ago, and I just ended up holding it. Was that? Oh, yeah, it was off that SFP. Yes, that's the one. Okay, yeah, cool. Fair enough. It was off the SFP. Woo, I'm not still in that one, but yeah, that's reached target. That has reached target. I closed that last night. Who took the Woo trade? Yeah, who took the Woo trade? Yesterday, because we did this one on stream yesterday. Did anyone get it? We've been calling for this in the crew as well. So I posted this onto my... Well, we started looking at this in the trading room. I placed the limit orders, got like one of them filled, and then just closed it last night because it was like, again, I was up like $30 or something by the end of the day. It's not even worth it. Still in Woo, good. Greg, you still there? Good. I can't be live for too long because I've got trading room starting in a bit, but we'll have a little look across the market. Prime, look at it. Up 20% on the day. Render. All my spot bags are just going nuts, which I'm so pleased about. Render is coming into resistance though, so this could be another short if Render takes out $2.40. Spot bags are pumping. I'm also looking at this, Coco. I've got an alert here on Coco, so if it takes $2, you got a nice little zone in here that you could look for some shorts. What's the best place for US traders to leverage? I don't actually know. Does anyone, where do you US guys trade currently? Please don't say BitGet, because they're just a plague. I mean, yeah. Don't trade on a B-Book exchange. The best place to leverage in the US is by moving away from the US. Yeah, absolutely. Or just wait for them to stop being complete, just ridiculous, like not allowing cross-border derivatives. Because that's the problem, isn't it? Hey! Bitcoin has taken 29,500. That is a take profit on the long. That makes me happy. Happy, happy, happy. Bang. That's the first take profit I have taken on my long position. Yes! And we're still pumping. The whole gap now has been filled. Insane. What a move. That is serious profits. I'm just looking at my account. Jesus. Oh wow. It's because I'm in so many alt trades as well. It's funny. I was actually I was going to start this stream a really different way because I wanted to talk a little bit about psychology on this because I woke up this morning having seen the pump and I was like really underwhelmed. I was like, okay, cool. We've made money here and that's really good, but it almost felt like I don't know. Does anyone get like this when like because you got to think about like with trading, um, the actual like dopamine hit, that rush of adrenaline that you get is when you actually like enter a trade. It's not when you take profit. It's not when you win. Okay, if you win the trade and you're right on the idea, then again, that's kind of nice. That gives you a little dopamine rush, a little rush of adrenaline afterwards. But it's the actual entering of a trade that really gives you that rush. And when we have these big impulsive moves, there's just nothing to do. And you just sat there. Like I woke up this morning, I was just sat there like, okay, cool. We're at an area of confluence here, but I don't really know what to do. I don't want to enter anything here. I don't really want to be taking profit on this long. And you end up really confused about what should I do here because yes, you've hit target, but there's such a temptation to try and like step in front of it or to try and short it because you want to get a rush because you see Bitcoin moving and you want to get that rush and you want to be a part of it. But honestly, the best thing to do in these kind of situations is just let it happen. Just like that. That's why I started this stream and my chart was just empty. I do not care. I really don't care where Bitcoin is and where it's going. I'm in a long position. I would rather just not do anything and allow it to just take that long position to where it needs to go. And yeah, that's like it's a weird thing. Does anyone else like get like that when they're trading? Because and I think this is part of the reason why so many people get just absolutely wrecked. Um yeah. Bear, you say it's in a good area now for a short, but you could have said that at 28,800. You could have said that at 29,500. You could say that now we're at 30K. The title of this stream, I didn't think we were going to get there today. That was just for clicks. I didn't think we were going to hit 30K, and now we've just hit 30K. So you don't know where price is going. Honestly, by the end of today, we might be at 33. Like it's that impulsive right now. I would not be surprised. I put the title of this video literally for clicks. I was like, we're not going to get to 30K. Right? Who actually thought realistically that we were going to get hit 30K right now? Probably no one here. So, I mean, next target for me is here. We might continue pumping all the way up to this. And then if you're short from here, you are so... Yeah, it's just let it happen. Once you start to form a range, this is the thing, like, look, look what happened last week. We were in a downtrend for all this time, and it took all of that to build support, to build an accumulation to get this move. You do not need to short here, which is basically what you're possibly trying to do. You might be trying to short here by shorting this. You don't know yet. This might do this. It might continue up like this. It might continue up like this. It might do this. So you just don't know. Wait for it to start to form a range. When it starts to form a range, then you're going to get your short out of it, because what's probably going to happen is it does that, takes the highs, there's your short, dump. That's how you trade. That's how you should realistically trade. The temptation is there, of course, to get into a short position on every single one of these moves up. But if you do that, you're going to end up without an account at the end of the day at some point. You might get lucky and you might catch it. If you just shorted this high, it might be the exact high. We don't know. We just don't know at this stage if it's going to be the high. If it is, wait for the range to form. Trade off of the SFP afterwards, then get the move. Or wait for a little bit of a, wait for like some blow off top. It comes down here, golden pocket, there's your invalidation, short. That's how you trade this, not by just jumping in front of it all the way up, because we're at 30, which is insane. That is ridiculous. Oh, look, poor little Litecoin lagging behind. Oh, it's finally started to break up now. Ethereum getting a decent move up after reclaiming weekly open. Wow. What's up most in the day? Prime and Render, I think my two biggest spot holdings. Good stuff. Also, what is this H cloud? Mikey P, I had 2 shorts stop today, smaller positions because of price. My longs are flying. Good. Cass is up more now, I think. Let's have a look at Cass. Caspar. Nice. What should we do? The other thing as well, remember what we were talking about of this like random bot thing? That's this one. Remember this from yesterday? That's like obviously moving on. I don't know what's this is doing, but we're actually here, which is insane. Because I've been watching that with interest. I was interested to see what this was. Yeah. Stop buying Bitcoin. Everyone long Bitcoin right now. We want to go higher. We want to get to 33 by the end of the day. We've already got to 30. We want to get to 33. Trading is all about psychology and emotions, as much as we tend to say it's all data and algorithms. That is correct. That's absolutely right. Like of course, there are data and algorithms that are working there, but the decision to enter a trade or to exit a trade is 100% your emotion and your psychology. Because you're human, you're not going to go, oh, I mean, unless you've got a bot running it for you, the decision is always going to be yours. If you just trade off of data, then you're probably going to get wrecked as well, to be honest, because you would have gone maybe short for an SFP of the highs, and you'd be like, okay, that's cool. Or I don't know. I don't know. There is an element of data. That's why TA works. It works because we wouldn't be able to get into any trades if there was no data to trade off of. But yeah. If entering a trade is too easy, then exiting in profit will probably not happen. That's a good point too. Maybe. Yeah, like look at Ethereum as well here. Like it's just like less of a move down in comparison to Bitcoin, and then so far less of a move up. So it was showing more strength on the move down, and now showing a little bit less on the way up. But this could, yeah, we're probably. How's the ETH BTC pair going on? That's why we drew the line here, right? This is where we're interested in Ethereum again. We wanted to see it had to move up. We wanted to see this retrace. This now is going to be golden pocket 618. This is where we get interest in Ethereum again. So even if Bitcoin holds a range here, I think Ethereum, yeah, like you say, is probably going to be making its way up towards $2,000 because the BTC pair looks like it's going to get a bit of a bounce now. This is where the alts are going to bounce back real nice. And this is what I was talking about last week. I did a post on Twitter last week that basically said like there was all this like joking around on all of these posts saying just being like, oh, is that like all of the alt season? Is that all we got? Like just the worst alt season ever that lasted for about 3 days and it was just a bunch of meme coins. But I didn't believe that at all. Like if we're gonna get like support here, this is where alt season starts. Like this is really where a lot of the stuff that happened last week, that whole move down that happened towards the latter half of last week was just shaking out people from bad positions. And I think this is where the alt season really starts to kick off. But we'll see. That's kind of what I thought like when we were down here anyway. As long as we could hold this and we can get back into that range above, which is clearly like, I mean, it took a long time to get down there, but it's only taken a day, less than a day, a few hours to retrace that whole move from last week. I think yeah, we're going to see alts do really very well. So I would expect to see Bitcoin dominance falling again now because I do think that Bitcoin's going to start to fall into a range. And then yeah, that's when we're probably likely to see the altcoins run. Let me find that tweet because it says it better than what I said earlier. Where's my tweet? This is the one. This is my little tweet. Where is it? Over here. It's a reminder that you didn't just miss an alt season, you missed a few meme coins pumping and other alts being dragged up in USD value by a bullish Bitcoin. The real alt season starts now if Bitcoin holds 28K. Now, of course, we ran a little bit below that, but that's okay. This is where the alt season starts. Def entering on a retest of the golden pocket with absorption. This move up is crazy. What, local golden pocket or like what? Where? Yeah. Oh, I do not know what's going to happen now. Litecoin your pick for altsies and run the highs to 110. Of all the altcoins you can pick, I don't think Litecoin's the one. Let's look at the BTC pair. There's like what, how many thousands of altcoins you can pick? And you're saying that Litecoin is the pick of the bunch for you? I mean, maybe, but there's like 10,000 other ones. Maybe. I could do a 10x. I don't know. What was that noise? Oh, my subscriber thing's working. Thank you. I didn't catch the name, but thank you for, I think I saw Ben. It wasn't there for long enough. I heard the noise. I forgot that I have the little subscriber alert on there, which is now working. That's very good. So thank you for subscribing. I think I'm probably going to have to call it there because we do have our New York trading room starting in like 15 minutes. So for anyone who's in the crew, we're going to be carrying this on. Ben Burge, thank you very much for subscribing. I'm sure that like more people, I hope more people have subscribed. If you are new here, please do hit the subscribe button and go and say hello. And also, yeah, like I was saying, the New York trading room is starting in just a few minutes. So we will continue to look at the price action here. We'll continue to see if there are any trades that we can do throughout this session. We might just have to look at what legacy markets are doing rather than stepping in front of Bitcoin. But yeah, it'll be good. Go check out torrescrypto.com if you're interested in that. And yeah, I think I'm going to wrap it up because I have to continue this as a trading room. So thank you, everyone. I'll be back again tomorrow and we'll do like a more thorough stream. But hey, look, we've seen it get to 30K. Meme title of the video, it's happened. So that's a win in my book. So thank you very, can't even talk. Thank you, everyone. And I'll see you soon. Cheers. Bye. Bye.